America's backbone was built on blue-collar business grit, grind, and muscle. This is where you stop working for the business, and the business starts working for you.
Forbes magazine states that there is 10,000 baby boomers a day retiring. Out of those 10,000 baby boomers a day, there is statistics that state upwards towards 20% of the baby boomers are business owners. So let's just cut that in half. Let's say that statistic is way wrong, and we've only got 10% of those 10,000 baby boomers that are business owners.
That's 1,000 people a day. 50 states, that would be 20 businesses retiring, going out of business every day. There's massive amounts of businesses that you can buy here. Buying a business that exists over a new one, to me, it's a no-brainer, Chris.
Agreed, 100%, because you skipped a line. The hardest part of the business is the startup, because when you're able to go in to an existing business, you're picking up qualities like hiring and recruiting that's already been done for you, branding that's already been done for you. You've already got a proven business thesis. You know that the market has demand for the product or service that you're selling. And what's the most important thing, Kevin?
Cash flow. Day one, you're making money because we're only buying businesses that cash flow after debt service. Okay. So they're coming in with hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash, and we're paying out debt service of less than half of what the cash flow is coming in. This is going to solve so many problems. Most businesses never get to where they're going to go out of business, have all kinds of issues just because of cash flow problems. This one thing solves that problem.
So for my real estate friends out there that are used to investing in real estate, you understand that there is so much competition in the real estate market. If you own a house, if you own multiple houses, especially if you've got equity in those homes, you're probably getting postcard, direct mailer, phone calls, all types of solicitation. Right, the opposite is happening with these businesses. People are not knocking on the doors of these businesses. Kevin, you've had your gutter cleaning business for how many years at this point?
25 years.
How many?
I've gotten 2 people asked me.
2?
And one was like nothing. It was a waste. They had no idea who they were talking. One person took 5 minutes to send me a good email, and he got me on the phone.
So we all understand supply demand, right? There's no demand on this. The demand's not there. So what does that mean for you? That means that you have endless possibility of how to structure this, price points, everything. When you hit that individual that's at retirement, when you find the individual that's going through a divorce, that just had a major health crisis in their life, maybe they just had a family member close to them pass away. Maybe they're in a situation where they have to move geographically and the business can't move with them. You can come in and name your price, your terms. Doesn't mean that you're going to screw anyone, but it means that all of the favor, all of the leverage is on your side of the table. So now you can bring them on your side of the table and say, here's what I've got the offer. This is the opportunity right now in the market. Finding the opportunity in market is the play that all of the investors look for. The thing about it is most don't find the opportunity, and we're exposing right now what the economy has set up for us because of this massive exodus of baby boomers that's taking place. Tell us about Biz Buy Sell, Kevin.
Biz Buy Sell lists building businesses for sale. I think the statistics are 88% of them go on there and never get sold. This is very common. If you're in buying businesses as much as I am and you talk to brokers, you will see brokers sending you businesses that they've had for over a year. It's like a house for sale that's been for sale for over a year. What do you think? What kind of an offer would a home buyer who was moving to Texas and they were living in Georgia and they had no offers in a year and they originally had that at $500,000? You think they'd listen to 300?
Absolutely.
250? Yes,
Absolutely.
They would. That's the key. And then there's another thing. When you buy a home or something like that, there's always a mortgage on it. There's always all kinds of other things. And there's a ton of competitors. With this business, a lot of these businesses have zero debt. These people have a bunch of money. We're talking about baby boomers. They have no plan. The business is just going to go away. They're going to sell some vans and trucks and a little bit of equipment, and it just kind of trickles away. You are getting a deal for an incredible deal, but you're not taking advantage of this person. You're giving them an opportunity for their business to live on, for them to possibly get paid over and over in seller financing. Without you coming to them, most businesses just go away. And that's why even the people who listed on Biz Buy Sell, 9 out of 10 of them never get bought. There's just not enough buyers.
It's so sad. And this is why we want to arm you with the knowledge so that you can go out and you can give these business owners that have put their blood, sweat, and tears in the startup phase, the phase where the majority of businesses fail at. Now you have much more advantage of success because you've gotten past that 5 and 8 year period of time to where you've already got the customer base that you know has proven already they desire your service and product. But more importantly, the cash flow. The cash flow is why so many of those businesses in year 5 and 8, if not before, failed. But now you're able to come in here and give some enterprise value to these people that have built up this amazing business, and you're able to implement new ideas, new technology, and grow it. You're probably thinking, well, if it's such a healthy business, why wouldn't they just let it sit there and cash flow and operate on itself? Well, most haven't actually built the business without them having to be a portion of the driver for that business to keep moving. And the ones that have, they haven't scaled it any, and they've just gotten tired. How quickly have you moved? If you've been a homeowner for any period of time, you've realized people get bored and you probably swap houses before you ever hit a decade in that house. Most people swap jobs before they've hit 5 years inside of one job. People get bored. Our attention span is short, especially when you get to retirement. Why would you want to stay in a business you've already been in for 20, 25 years? It's time to go play. You are the answer to those people. This is the opportunity.
What people will find is these business owners were trying to make $100,000. Then they started making $200,000 or $300,000. They're making more than they ever thought. First of all, they've stacked up a lot of money, but their limit to building that business might be $350,000 net cash, might be doing $1 million a year. That's where you can come in, fix some systems. It's almost like if you want to use the analogy of real estate, you come in there, you start changing the carpet out, you paint it, you cut the lawn a little better, you do a little better marketing, all of a sudden that house is worth a lot more. We're not buying businesses that are a mess, like a house with foundation issues. We're buying businesses that are already cash flowing, have systems, have employees, and we want to go in there, clearly see opportunity to grow it, and then go in there and implement and spend our time on that while we're cash flowing from day one. Take the guesswork out of it. When these businesses go away, their email list, their customer base, their employees, their vendor relationships, all of that goes away in an instant. Why not capitalize, take that, improve it, and make a lot of money in the process?
This is thepodcastfactory.com.